Okay, here we are at the Colonel Josiah Smith Cemetery. As far as I know, I am not related in any way to Colonel Josiah Smith, but it would kind of be cool to have a Revolutionary War colonel in the family. But I'm going to show you first of all, here's a stone. There's a fence that goes along the cemetery. And here's one of the stone supports. And you can see all the lichen on it. It's actually different colors here. There's a yellow and a green here. It won't hurt me. It's completely harmless. It's, like I said before, two different types of organisms that are very, very slowly eating away at the rock. If you look at the metal, here's some oxidation. You can see that it's rusting all along the outside. All right, and then we're going to head into the cemetery. I was here yesterday and there were no ghosts, so I'm assuming that we're safe to enter. So, as you can see, there's a sign that says Colonel Josiah Smith Cemetery. And most of the graves here are related to Colonel Smith and his family, wife, children, daughter-in-laws, son-in-laws, things like that. All right, the first tombstone we come across, I have the sun shining on it right now, so it's really very, very cool to see. The lichen, once again, has really taken over on this tombstone. I can't read anything that's here. I can make out maybe a 9 on the very bottom here, but I really cannot figure out what it says. You can see parts of the rock have chipped away. And then if we go up here, there's actual cracks in the rock. And it's probably not going to withstand a whole lot more time. As water gets in there over the winter, you're going to have ice wedging and these pieces are just going to crack off. And I'll show you what I mean. Right behind it, we have a tombstone that has completely broken off, and it's just this little chip sitting in the ground. I have no idea where the rest of it went. People maintain this cemetery, so they may have it or threw it away. I don't know. But again, the lichen is peeling off. Okay, and it feels kind of like the bark of a tree. Down here, there's some discoloration. There might be some sort of iron in whatever this tombstone was made out of. All right, let's check out some others. A couple have been replaced with newer tombstones. This one is made out of a different material. This looks like it's more of a slate, and you can definitely read it more. It says, "Here lies buried, here lies buried body of Nicole Howe, son of M. David and Mrs. Elizabeth Howe, who departed this life March 21st, 1764, age 4 years and 10 months. It wasn't uncommon for young children to die a couple of hundred years ago. Medicine and health was not nearly as good as it is right now, but you can see this is a different material. Like I said, it's slate, and it's held up better than some of the other stones. Here's another stone you can't make out whatsoever. Sorry for my shadow. Okay, kind of creepy. It's October, so goes along with the Halloween month. This one here is actually caving in. If you look, you don't even have to look very hard. You can see that there must have been some sort of emblem or design right here, and it's completely broken in. You'll see the name Howell again. So like I said, this is a family cemetery, and there's a symbol over here that shows that this person was in the Revolutionary War. And cannot figure out, now it's the same parents as the one we just read, Elizabeth Howe, David and Elizabeth Howe, but I cannot make out on the bottom when he actually passed away. But you can see the lichen and the severe weathering going on here, both mechanical and chemical. All right, here's another one. Cannot make out anything on this. I can go over this way a little bit, get some angle on it. I can make out 29 years. Howe also on the top. All right, there's some oxidation, and then a crack going down this way. So most of them look pretty much the same. I'll just kind of, okay, this one, it's a darker stone, but it's some serious weathering and erosion on it also. This one, as I said, has been replaced by a newer headstone. This one is completely wiped clean. And this one here was kind of interesting when I was looking at it yesterday. There might be some sort of iron content in the stone because it looks like there's dark, you can see there's dark spots. So I wonder if there was some sort of iron in it, that's a type of oxidation. But the writing, again, very, very faint. So this has been a lot of acid rain on it over the years. Okay, here's some more. And you can see the stones vary. These are, I'm guessing, maybe granite. The one up front was slate. Here's another one that's slate. Slate seems to last better. This one is, see, I can actually read this one, in memory of Nathaniel Smith, who died November 29th, AD 1757, 24 years old. So in much better shape, but it is 200, more than 200, 250 years old. Another slate one, 1965, in memory of Nathaniel Smith, who departed this life March 30th, 1765, 67 years of age. Huh. That one says Nathaniel Smith also. So it looks like it was father and son right here. 1765 and 1757. So the son actually died before the father. All right, another one that looks more like just a rock sticking up out of the ground. And then here is the tombstone of the namesake of the cemetery, Colonel Josiah Smith, right here. And he died 1786. And there's a special emblem next to his grave. It says Soldier of the Revolution, erected by DAR, stands for Daughters of American Revolution, and he lived from 1723 to 1786. So not only are you getting a lesson in weathering and erosion, but you're also learning a little bit about some local history. All right, just a couple more. This one, an enormous amount of lichen on it. And this one here, you can see lichen, and you can see some mechanical weathering where the face is breaking off, and you can also tell that there's some sort of iron in this rock because it's turning orange. And then last couple remaining headstones. All right. So that's a real good example of some mechanical and chemical weathering. You don't have to go very far to find it. There's a little headstone on the ground here. This looks like it's made out of marble. You can see how white it is, but even on this one, the writing is just about gone. I can make out an S on the bottom, and the lichen is growing in the little cracks of the stones. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed my little presentation here. I'm not Bill Nye, but I do try. Talk to you later. Bye.